So, 6 cards waiting. Wait, what does this mean? Wanted reminders of brighter days. You can scan the classified advertisements at the rear of the Gazette. I don't know what that means.
So the Gazette isn't going to be, it's a newspaper. So you can look at, like, the classified adverts
Yeah,
in the
but I
newspaper.
don't know how.
Go to your inventory?
Here, wanted reminders of brighter days. The tiniest of classified advertisements. A professional gossip is after the materials for his trade. In return, he offers material for blackmail at a decent rate of return. This will always get you blackmail material. You may receive other things too. Your luck
Oh,
quality gives you 50% of success, but I can't press go.
but why not? Why can't we press go?
Oh, you need 25 scraps. Alright, so I need gossip to sell them
Ah,
to 50% chance of success to get something.
okay.
Okay,
Well, let's get some more cards. Oh, I guess we can't.
well, we need to wait 4 minutes. Till then, let's see, find somewhere to live. I mean, that seems always like a good choice. You need an address, or the constables might scoop you off the streets for vagrancy. Is that a thing?
Well, I mean, I think it used to be. I know in Japan it's a thing where being homeless is basically illegal.
I know in America there's a thing called lollygagging, which is illegal, which is literally just standing around and showing yourself without spending money.
In England, I think we have something very similar called loitering. It's where you're just standing in like a spot. You can be reported for loitering,
How
and the
long
police.
do I stand there? How long needs to stand around before I'm loitering officially?
Let's have a look. I mean, I don't know. It says it's an offence for a person aged over 18 to persistently loiter or solicit in a street or public place. Oh, for the purposes of prostitution. That kind of makes
Okay,
sense.
so if I stand around, that's fine. As soon as someone comes up, it's like 20 bucks, suck my dick. Then I'm loitering.
Yeah, that is just straight up loitering.
Okay, so I can a trail of crumbs. A pair of society ladies emerge from a tea shop. An exceptional story. Flame lead clay glass. You pass a former workshop erased to the ground. Making your name. The case of honey-addled detective. His mind might be half gone, but his reputation remains. Study the secrets of fallen London. Fallen London is a city of secrets. Go mudlarking. All kinds of things wash up on the shores of the stolen river. Ambition, nemesis. Someone you loved is dead. What are these? Unlocked when you do not have root lodgings. Makes sense. You unlock this by having no Blemmingham tourists. I don't know what that is. You unlock this by not having any flame, lead, clay, glass. Oh, lead.
Well,
Uh,
I assume actually that just means that's a story that you can do once.
yeah, you unlock this by not having any acquaintance, the honey-addled detective, and unlocked when engaged in a case is no current case. Okay, and this is unlocked this by not having ambition, heart's desire, not having ambition, nemesis, bag legend, light fingers. So these all sound quite cool actually. I'd love to find a place to live. I'd also love to go on a case with a honey owl detective, and I'd also love to study the secrets of fallen London. Also, just go see what's washed up on the shore.
Okay, let me give you two options. You're going to either find somewhere to live, or the case of the honey-addled detective. I think those two are the ones that make the most sense to do first.
Let's see if we can find somewhere to live, and then we'll work with the detective. Find somewhere to live. You need an address. Or the constable. Yeah, we had this.
Okay, so you can rent a room with the money we don't have, or you could rent a room with the money you don't have.
I need 50 pieces of hints. I need 50 pieces of rusty gold. I don't have either of these. Perhaps not. Let's see if we can make a
Okay.
name for ourselves. His mind. Ah, we already read that.
Yeah.
Wait, he contracts
If
out his work.
not an ordeal, your skills will be sufficient. Are we gonna hunt for like a murderer?
Well, no, he contracts out his work to up-and-coming investigators. That's an opportunity for you, but you have to find him first. It's sort of a, if you want a case, find me. But I'm not easy to find.
Makes sense. Let's go.
Alright, let's go. Find the honey-addled detective. He's known to keep apartments somewhere in Moloch Street, but he also keeps himself and has taken some pains to hide his whereabouts. Travel to Moloch Street to search for the detective. On desktop, use the travel button located on the right of the screen. On mobile, use the compass button on the right top pen button. On this desktop, this is the desk. I'm not on mobile, so this is desktop. Use the travel button located on the right hand of the screen. I don't have a travel button.
Also, press onwards. So the travel button is on the right there.
Alright, so
let's
wait, so where did we need to go? I already kind of lost that. Race on the trail to locate the honey detective.
I've also forgotten.
Oh, I've somehow traveled there now. I'm on Moloch Street. A keen eye, a pocket notebook, plenty of shoe leather, and overwhelming interest in our people's affairs. Hang around the right street corners, batch the right people, take copious notes, and who knows what you might learn. Race on the trail to foreclose the case. Easier branches will be more efficient in closing the case. More difficult branches will increase your skill faster. Even if you fail, branches and storylets sometimes require the heirs of London. The heirs here are changeable. Different choices will show up at different times.
So it sounds like we have to pass 4 challenges to close this case. So we've just got to pick 4 of these. Now we only have 2, but I'm assuming once you comb through the papers, you're going to have access to more challenges.
This is a 50-50 and this is an 18% chance.
Well, I mean, I guess we take the 50-50.
We'll take the 50-50 for now. Alright, we'll comb through the papers. If I know where to look, I'll find something. Today's affairs seem banal on the surface, but you're not looking at the surface. Circle the right paragraphs, take the right cuttings, synthesize the right connections, and a pattern begins to emerge. You succeed in a watchful challenge.
Nice.
You now have 1 on the trail. Passerby watch you with narrow eyes. What do they see? I can keep doing this if I want to.
I mean, can you? I assume that something else would open up.
I did it. You succeed on a watchful challenge. I could just keep doing it.
Oh, but now the odds have gone up because we've become more watchful.
Become more watchful, indeed. It does take our actions. Should we take the city's pulse, or should we keep doing the easy bit?
I think we're supposed to keep doing the easy one.
But it does say easier branches will be more efficient. However, more difficult branches will increase your skill faster, even if you fail.
Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense. So let's try take the city's pulse.
There, the woman with the flowers. The bouquet forms some sort of code. You're certain of it. You sketch quickly, then retire to cafe, working through every cipher or steganographic reference you can. Your tea is long cold by the time you're plumbing the depths of rhyming slang. Roses are red someone is dead, violets are blue, that someone's you. Dash it, that can't be right. Well, that's
cool! You're trying to see patterns. You're trying to be Rain Man, but you just aren't very good at it. Okay.
Ooh.
So now that we failed that challenge, something's changed.
Yes, every neighborhood has its dingy, forgotten hangouts. Secrets seep into the woodwork like stale beer. Let's do that. The garrulous track layer heard that the fabulous mudlarker saw the Bishop of Southwark in a company of just the person that you're looking for. It's nonsense, of course, but you get enough scraps, you can smelt them into something useful.
So my office is actually near Southwark Station, and it's pronounced Southwark, which I hate.
Wait, this you You're near this, and it's pronounced Suffolk.
It's pronounced Southwark.
Great. Thanks, English. Two costermongers staggers past, throwing drunk, their neckerchiefs alive with the cause of night.
Okay.
Alright.
So we've got 3 on the trails, right? So we just need to do the last one. Yeah, you succeed.
Alright, I have
Excellent.
4. This is it. You're quite certain. This will conclude the case.
Is there any benefits to trawling the establishments again? There isn't, right?
It costs an action, but it would increase my watchful some more.
I
So-
guess it's not really.
Let's not do it for now. Let's just continue.
The detective has taken some pains to hide his abode, but with determination and an eye for the details, you found it.
Nice. Well done, me. Making your
The
name.
inhabitants of Marlock Street are reticent. The detective must have paid them for their silence, but you're certain that's his apartment. There on the top floor, where the candle flame swims behind the window in a green glass lobster pot.
I'm realizing that, this doesn't have any music. You reckon there's some LA Noir type music that's copyright free? Like, can I put?
Yeah.
Is there royalty free detective music?
Oh, let's absolutely get some royalty
Right.
free.
What should we look for? Should we look for detective music, or should we look for like unnerving, creepy Cthulhu music?
Ooh, I'm feeling. I mean, maybe it's because of the case we're working, but I'm feeling like crime music. Crime scene music, like classic.
Royalty free crime music. Crime
Yeah.
music, no copyright. 83 videos. Crime spy
Maybe-
detective music, 35 minutes.
I was going to say detective is probably the keyword I would use.
All right. Let's have a little bit of. Thanks for listening to the music.
Do you want to share your screen and will it come through the recording?
Oh, I mean, this comes in through the. Hang on. I'm pretty sure that. Yes, this definitely comes in the recording. I'm not sure if you hear it,
No.
but
I do not.
It will be in the recording.
Okay. Cool.
It'll make the viewing pleasure better. No other Let's Player has ever thought of putting on music.
We are innovators in our field, Luke. We are the trendsetters.
Indeed we are. Alright. Making your name. You already read this. Alright, we can approach him boastfully. Sir, you will learn... Sorry?
Oh, I was going to read out the options.
Sure, go ahead.
You could approach him boastfully, or you could approach him humbly, or you could test the man's skills. Is he truly the detective that he says he was? You could also test the man's skills confoundingly. Wear a wristwatch unconventionally. Scuff each shoe in the mud with two disparate parks. Affect a poorly observed Danish accent. I mean, I'm kind of voting for that last option. But I assume if you fail it, that's it. We're fucked.
We could. I mean... Yeah, but it would make our watchful go up the most.
I say we go for it. I'm kind of curious what happens even when we fail.
Sure.
The detective sniffs you and regards you. You want to know if I still have my wits, if I can still make a clear assessment of the person who has sought me out. He looks you up and down. You clearly lost your footing while infiltrating the costume tent at a carnival. At least, I hope that is what happened. Otherwise, I'd rather fear your temperament. Do you truly propose we work together?
Alright,
Watchful.
there's a whole lot of shit I got here. So we failed the challenge, but we did increase our watchful. We Moloch suit has not changed from 1 because it's higher than 0. I don't know what that means. I'm now acquainted with him, but clearly he fucking thinks I'm an idiot.
Yep.
My watch was increased to 8. Nice. I've now have 20 whispered hints. On the trail has been reset a conclusion or a new beginning. You're engaged in a name-making case. Quality is gone. You've gained a new quality, austere. You now have 1 compilation of case notes. I don't know. Onwards.
Okay.
What can I do now?
Reconnecting to reality. When you next visit the honey-addled detective, he's threatening his hat stand with a cane. This chase is at its end. Surrender her ladyship's jewel and come with me. His lips are twisted into an exhilarated smile. An empty jar of honey lies by his chair. You can maneuver him into an armchair, get him away from the object of his animosity, and help him come back to himself. You could try and reason with the detective. His honey habit is vile. It has diminished him, but surely you can prove to him that his hat stand is not a thief. You can observe the honey-addled detective. Perhaps you could learn something if you let the scene play out. Or you can go along with his delusion. He is lost in a dream. The kindest thing is to make sure it ends happily. What do you think?
Well, I'm feeling we're either maneuvering him into an armchair or we're going along with his delusions.
Okay, because I was going to say maneuver him or try and reason with him.
So it's the intersection, the Venn diagram of the two things intersects at maneuver him into an armchair.
Yeah.
You take the detective by the shoulder of his honey-stained... Oh, I guess you want to keep reading that?
You take the detective by the shoulders of his honey-stained jacket. His cane clatters to the floor. You get between him and the hat stand, guide him backwards while muttering reassurances. But he raises a hand. No need, he says. His eyes meeting yours. You release him. He straightens his jacket and stumbles over into a slump into the chair himself. He presses a hand over his eyes and sits for a moment in silence. I fear I must ask you to leave for the day. I wanted to discuss a matter with you. Tattoos. But another time, perhaps.
Alright, I've gained a new quality, forceful. I've gained 2 of that. And my watchful increased to 13? How did my watchful increase by 5? That's crazy, though.
You pushed a man into a chair and leveled the fuck up, dude.
I love that. Ooh, oh, not a card. Oh, I need to discard it. Do we want to, though?
Well, I think you actually picked up some whispers.
I don't have 25 incendiary gossip, though.
Okay, in that case, I think we discard. I mean, we could try and get gossip. I have no idea where we're going to get gossip from.
Maybe by studying the secrets of fallen London, or going after a pair of society ladies.
Well, that being said, we've unlocked Investigate Clatermont's tattoo parlor.
We've also unlocked making your name find a tattooed courier's contact.
Ooh, so, what do you want to do?
Well, we've invested in the detective. I feel like we need to keep going with the detective, eh?
No, absolutely.
What do you feel like between the two, though? Should we find a tattoo courier's contact, or should we investigate the tattoo parlor?
Oh, well, I want to investigate a tattoo parlor.
Absolutely. Let's go.
Information is power.
You unlock this with a name in 7 secret alphabets 1.
Okay, so I think what that means is that this is like a 7-part thing.
Can I look at these? Like, if I look at my possessions, I have a weapon, which is good.
Possessions in your journal.
Like the things I've gotten. Like you know, I've gotten like 10 whispered words or something. Mm-hmm. Where do I even see those?
Oh, so here's what we can read what austere is. You have been known to resist the laws and temptations of earthly pleasures. When did we pick that? When did we pick that up? Forceful 2, I understand, because, we force that man to a chair.
And then... Oh, a name in 7 secret alphabets.
Yeah.
I don't actually know how we got that.
So that, I think, as you progress, like, the story, the case, you're just going to keep unlocking more 7 secret alphabets, and once you have enough, you can move on, like, to, the next part of the case. That's what I would get.
But where do I... Like, I've gotten things, right? Like, here as well. Here it says, you need 25 scraps of incendiary gossip. Where would I see if I have that?
So, I remember you had a journal, and this was it, right?
I don't know where that went either, because it opened in a different tab. And then just kind of disappeared.
Okay, get back to possessions and scroll down. I think there was a slide up in mysteries.
This is the mystery.
No.
Oh, yeah, here it is. Book. I have 1 compilation of case notes and I have 20 whispered hints. This is it.
Ah, okay. So this is your inventory. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.